In this video, we are going to see a demo of Consites. First, when we arrive on the homepage, we need to log in. We enter our ID and password, then sign into the dashboard. If we prefer, we can also continue with Google. After signing in, we see a detailed dashboard. Here, we get a lot of information about everything related to construction project management. With this platform, we can manage all aspects of construction projects. If we have a few projects, we can add them here. To add a project, we go to the Project section and then click on Add Project. We give the project a name. Any name will work, for example, Test Project. We can add any information. This includes any address, date, or other details. If we want, we can enter latitude and longitude so it shows on the map. However, this is not very important. For the budget, we can allocate any amount, and we can assign a project manager. The start date can be set from the 20th, and the end date will be as needed. Now, we create the project. The project is being created. This is the test project. We can move it to In Progress and click on it to see all the details. So if any material has come, finance object, project E, attendance, and everything. Now, if we are managing a project, we will have some bugs. Then, we need to go to the Worker section. Here, we have already added and tested a few workers. Right now, we are going to show how to add a worker. Here, we need to add a worker. Suppose the name is Test. That will be the worker's name. We have to assign a role to the worker. It might be mission and then the phone number. Let's use a demo phone number. This can be the phone number of the worker. Next, let's assign a random email ID. If we want to add an address, we can assign it, for example, Indore MP. The city is Indore, and the state is Madhya Pradesh. Now, what is the rate? Suppose the worker takes 700 or 800 rupees per day. We can set 700 as the daily rate, or if it is 17,000 per month, then we can assign it monthly and join it. It can be today, or it can be backdated as well, because there might be workers who are already working in your organization, and you can add their start dates. So let's assign it to 2nd of November. If needed, we can assign it to a project from here, or from some other place, which we will discuss later. So we have created this project. We can assign it here and write what skills they have. For example, electrician and welding. Now, we will just add a worker. The worker is being added, and you can see this from here. After clicking on this worker, you will see several tabs. In the first tab, you will find every detail of that worker, like the profile section. After this, you can see which project the worker is assigned to, as we have just assigned. If we leave it empty, nothing will be shown here. Here, we will see performance, which is calculated based on project attendance and other factors, like whether the worker is taking a lot of leaves. Here, we have attendance. We can mark attendance from here, or quickly mark the worker as present today. There is also a section for tools to check if these workers have any tools or not, and many other things you can see, including salary and documents. If this worker has any document, you can provide or upload it, such as a resume. We will choose the document and assignment. Okay, so this is the resume file which we have selected. And you can choose any file, like an Aadhaar card, a bank document for a bank transfer, or any other document. Any document can be added here. So we can just cut it. And since we have assigned it, we can go to the project and open the test project we have created. In Employees, we can see that this worker is already present. Here, we can click and see all their details from here as well. For attendance, we have just marked this worker as present today. So it is marked here too. If you want to add backdated attendance, you can do that in this project as well. This worker is here, so we can just go and mark present, or we can mark absent. When we click Add Record, it is marked that this worker was absent on that day. Now, let's move to a different section and handle salary. Okay, this is your attendance tab. It is for managers. Let's move to the Recruitment tab. Now, let's move to the salary section. Here, we will see the salary. On this page, you will see the salary for everyone you have given. Let's test this as well. Here, we will create a new salary and select a worker. Suppose test is already selected as the project. Since it is in test, only test will appear here. If you want, you can show that. Or if it is just on a contract basis, you can choose not to select this. We can select a day salary or any other expense we have given. The frequency will be monthly, and we will enter 17,000. We will also specify until which date, for example, till the 15th. The payment date will be today, and the salary is being paid. Now, we will create a salary record here. We can see all the records. If we want to change anything, we can just go and edit it. The same applies to workers. If we have added a worker and want to change anything, we can go and edit the profile. We are able to add anything as needed. Now, in the project section, under salary, we can see that one salary has been added and it is showing right now. After that, since we are a construction company, there are many employees who come and go. For those who hire frequently, this process is very common. So, we just need to go ahead. If we receive any application from a job portal or any website, we simply enter all the details. The name, which could be anything like task mark, the phone number, email ID, and date of birth. We can select the date of birth by scrolling and choosing the correct date. For example, let's say it is 11th May 2044, and all the information is filled in. If we want, we can write which position the candidate has applied for, how many years of experience they have, and what their expected salary is, for example, 19,000. We also add the application source. If it comes from a job portal, we mention that. If there are any skills, we can write them like electrician, and we can add as many skills as needed. If we want, we can also add the resume URL and interview date if it has been scheduled. If not, we just add the candidate and the profile will appear here. Now we can move the profile to contacted to show that we have called the candidate. If we want to schedule an interview or add any notes, we just edit the profile and add the note, for example. On this date, we have scheduled the interview, or any other details. Then we save that information. After that, when a task is given or when the candidate is selected for an interview, the profile will appear here, for example, under Profile. Yes, okay. Now, let us do one more thing. While selecting for an interview, there is an option to select the interview date and time, and this will ensure that we have a record of everything as well. However, if the profile is moved to rejected, there is a feature that does not allow us to go back. Now, let's move to the service section. We have created this app with different industries in mind. Some industries offer a wide range of services. For example, they might handle small repairs as well as large repairs. So we can simply write that, for example, for wiring, a person named Rahul is responsible. We can also write whatever charges apply for this service. You can add as many services as you like. Now, for each service, you can specify the service age, the service itself, and the charge. You can also create categories. If someone calls for a service, you can open the app and see, for example, for a class, you charge this amount. Or for AC repair, you charge this amount, and so on. If you go to Handy Jobs, you will see the people who contact you for repair work, such as if their fridge or TV is broken. You can simply add new customers here. You can also note the problem, for example, TV issues, and how they contacted you. Everything can be created here. And in Contacted, you can move the status to whatever you have. Suppose you can't fix the issue? Then it is in the Tools section. You can just create all the tools you have. You can assign a serial number and you can do whatever you like. You can mark if it is company-owned or something else. You can give a description, purchase it, everything. Now, you can change the status of the condition from working to this. It is marked as owned. You can assign these tools to people. For example, suppose this is now a company tool and we are going to assign it to some worker. This test world shows why we are assigning it to do work, and then we will save it. If we go in Worker and then go in Test in Tools, you can see that this is the currently assigned tool for this worker. so you can do pretty much everything. In the calendar, you will see all the deadlines of every project, every important thing. In documents, you can just book a quotation, write the thing you want to book. You can do what you want. You can easily download it as a PDF, and you will get the PDF downloaded, which you can send to the client. In the material section, you will see every material that has come to the project. So, in the project section in Bento, you can create as many materials as you want. This helps you track what material has come into the project, what the finances are, and what the attendance of workers is. You can track all the documents and upload every document related to this project task and for evidence as well. In tasks, you can assign them to different people. In finance, you will see all the statistics for all the projects. It can be viewed project-wise. For example, since some things have already been done, you can see the project-wise category analysis, overview, and everything. We believe we have covered most of the important parts. If you have more questions, you can just contact us using the number provided, or you can go to consites.com and book a meeting with us. Here you will find options like booking a demo. You can easily book a demo with us, get a time allocated to you, and meet with us. This is everything we currently offer in Consites. We are also planning to launch our Android and iOS apps, along with many other features in the future. This is our starter plan. And according to your needs and company size, the plans can vary. We are open to negotiation, so you can reach out to us for that. Thank you for watching.